A babysitter is supposed to be safety, a protector, a second mother when parents step out. But in Florida in the early 1980s, one teenage babysitter turned that trust into a weapon. Children didn't just cry when left in her care. Some never lived to cry again. This is the story of Christine Falling, a 17-year-old babysitter who became one of America's youngest serial killers, a girl who claimed voices told her to kill, and families who learned too late that the danger was already in the house. Christine Laverne Falling was born in Perry, Florida in 1963. Her childhood was troubled, marked by poverty, instability, and whispers of mental health struggles. By her teens, she wasn't in school anymore. She wasn't working steady jobs. But in her small Florida towns, she was trusted with the most sacred responsibility: babysitting. Neighbors would say she seemed odd, withdrawn, a little too quiet, but no one thought twice because she was just a teenage girl. And who would ever suspect a teenage girl? Parents handed her their babies, and that's when the deaths began. Her first known victim was 2-year-old Cassidy Johnson in 1980. Christine said the child had suddenly stopped breathing. Doctors called it sudden infant death. Weeks later, another child died under her watch. Again, Christine claimed it was an accident. At first, no one connected the dots. Child deaths happen. But in Perry, Florida, children kept dying. And Christine Falling always seemed to be the babysitter. By 1981, at least 5 children were dead. All healthy, all suddenly gone. The pattern was undeniable. Christine's method was as simple as it was horrifying. She suffocated the children, a pillow, a blanket, sometimes just her bare hands over their tiny faces. Later, she claimed she heard voices, that something inside told her to kill, but experts saw it differently, a mix of rage, compulsion, and a craving for control over lives smaller and more helpless than her own. The children trusted her. The parents trusted her. And she used that trust like a knife. By the time the 5th child died in her care, police could no longer ignore the pattern. Autopsies revealed signs of suffocation. The accidents were no accidents at all. Christine Falling was arrested in 1982. She was just 19. In questioning, she admitted what no parent ever wants to hear. Yes, she had killed the children. Yes, she had smothered them. And yes, she knew what she was doing. Christine Falling faced 5 counts of murder. She pled guilty. There was no dramatic jury battle, no mystery left to solve. The only question was punishment. Prosecutors pushed for death, but the court, weighing her age and mental state, chose life in prison. She was sentenced to life without parole. A teenager became a lifer, a babysitter became a serial killer, and 5 families were left with empty cribs and endless questions. What do we learn from Christine Falling's story? That evil doesn't always look like the monster in your nightmares. Sometimes it looks like the girl next door, the teenager hired to watch your baby while you go to work, the trusted face in the home who should protect, not harm. The warning signs were there. Christine's emotional instability, her strange behavior around children, the string of deaths that were dismissed as coincidence until it was too late. In every true crime story, the pattern becomes clear only after the damage is done. But awareness is armor. Patterns spotted early can save lives. Christine Falling was not alone. From Yoselin Ortega in New York, to Falling in Florida, to cases around the world, babysitters and nannies who betray trust remind us that predators don't always come from outside. Sometimes, they're already inside the house. Christine Falling killed 5 children before she was stopped. 5 families shattered by the one person they trusted most. Her story is a reminder that trust is precious, that vigilance is necessary, and that sometimes the danger comes disguised as care. You've been listening to What We Weren't Told. We are a tribe. We don't settle for headlines. We walk into the shadows together and expose what hides there. If this story opened your eyes, Like, subscribe, and share. It motivates us to keep creating and to keep bringing you more of what we weren't told. Next time, we move from babysitters to neighbors, from those trusted in the home to those trusted across the street. The killer next door. Friendly by day, deadly by night.